So this is something I really, I just want to, for one, I want to talk about, and two, I hope you see this. I have tried very, 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 very hard uh, to wake up God, you know. And I've just been hit, and I'm really sick. I'm trying to pick my words very carefully because I'm not in a good headspace, to be brutally honest with you. I'm tired, really tired of going and trying to talk to people and to help people about this stuff. And if you want to just take this stuff out of the equation, I don't care if you believe you're God or not. I don't care if you believe anything. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. I do care if you believe this because you need to believe it. You really need to believe it. But what I'm really trying to do, my intention is to make this world loving and free. And I do mean freedom, because you're not free. Well, you technically are, but listen to me very carefully. If you're calling freedom what's going on out here in America, we're not free. Technically, there's not a free country. There's not a sovereign country on this planet. Really think about this. As long as you're playing by society's rules, and as long as you're stuck in this system, you are not free. You're not sovereign. So this has been the biggest, a horrible realization I've had is looking back on my life. It was madness. The first part of my life was madness, complete madness. And then since I started to wake up and have these realizations and all this stuff started happening to me, I mean, it's been shit about 3 years now. And I just keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like something's telling me to wait, that something amazing is getting ready to happen, but it's been almost 3 fucking years. I have visited hell along the way. I have reached the gates of paradise along the way. But it's really disheartening to go out here and try to talk to people about this, and they have Stockholm Syndrome so deeply and badly that they will complain about these things that I'm trying to get people to see and do. They will complain about it. But then when you present a solution, it's like they defend it. It's Stockholm Syndrome at its finest, really, is what it is. So this is the realization I came to. I'm living in a fake world where everybody wakes up every day and puts on a mask and pretends to be something they're not to go out here and barely get by in a world and get pushed around and get stepped on and let other people tell them what's right and what's wrong. And instead of standing up to it, they'll just bitch about it. And then if you try to talk to them about this, they just act like they don't care. So you're literally wasting your time, breath, and energy, it feels like. And then it's just a very lonely feeling, you know. Because I can't, I mean, it's fake. This whole place is fake. Everything about it's fake. That's not true. Not everything about it's fake, but fuck. The thing that's driving this, the system, and I don't like bitching about the system, but I have to be brutally honest. This is an issue, a huge issue. And I'm not just talking about masks and vaccines. I'm not against vaccines at all, but I am against someone telling you you have to put something in your body to prevent a virus that I believe is blew way out of proportion. Just brutally honest here. I believe it's blew 100 million times out of proportion. So then it comes to the question, well, you tell people this, well, it's for safety. It's for the greater good. Well, when does for safety and the greater good become you're putting yourself in a prison, basically? Now, I teach, so I'm a teacher, and I have to put the state I'm in right now, I have to put a mask on to go and teach. So this is what I see daily. These kids wearing masks that they can't breathe in, they can't stand. People, teachers who don't agree with wearing this mask, fussing at them to put the mask back on. Then we go out of a classroom, go outside, and the kids take the mask off and they play right on top of each other. Then we go eat lunch and the masks are off or right on top of each other. But as soon as we walk out of the cafeteria or enter a classroom, it's you put your mask on. Is this not insulting to your intelligence? Is it not? How is that safety? How's that about safety? That's not safety. That's not for the greater good. That's you getting pushed around and people telling you what to do, you not agreeing with it and you doing it anyway. That's what that is. But people are so conditioned that they believe that this is going to help. So then what? Let me propose a question to you, okay? So the people that have the vaccines that are still getting COVID, and now they're saying that you still have to wear a mask if you get a vaccine. And in fact, you not only do you need the vaccine, but you need a booster shot for this vaccine, and you still have to wear a mask, and you can probably still get COVID. Actually, you will still get COVID, or you could. So when is this not an issue anymore? Like, are we gonna wear masks all our lives? And then let's get into the way the system runs with the education system. It's a complete joke and a fraud. The criminal justice system, all the way from judges all the way down to police officers and the laws in between this, is a complete shit show. Then you go into then you just go into capitalism, and let's be honest, capitalism is a complete joke. If you're defending capitalism, you are brainwashed. This is the crazy thing to me. I'll look out here and talk to people that think they're freedom fighters or think they're awake, and they're fucking defending Republicans and Democrats, and they're defending Donald Trump, and they're defending this stupid bullshit they've been taught. Do you think $9.50 should be minimum wage? But this has been so conditioned into you that you think this is the way to live life. Well, if you want a living wage, go out and get an education and make money. Now, I've been very blessed. I've struggled with money before, but I've been very, very, very blessed not to have to worry about money too much. So, why do you guys defend stuff that you bitch about? And just because if people that was Republican or conservatives, I don't think they understand that they're the problem too. Like, you're part of the problem. And all these liberals, Democrats over here, just villainizing the other side. I mean, you're part of the problem. You're all part of the problem. You're dancing around on puppet strings, and I hope you understand this. Sooner or later, you'll see the truth in that. And this shit show just keeps going along because you people play into it. And I'm not coming at you on a high box and preaching. I'm not. I swear I'm not. And if it sounds that way, then so be it. The only thing I'm after here is love, equality, and fucking freedom. And I would hope you agreed that this was what we should do. Because the only options we have at this point is dedicate your life to freedom, which is not the way to go. Or you just sit back and pretend like nothing affects you and nothing bothers you, and you block out stuff to make a personal heaven. And I don't know about you, but damn, I want a fucking paradise for all. I don't want, I mean, I can make this heaven for me right now, but I want you guys with me. I want y'all to wake up a little. And I hate talking about politics, and I hate talking about money, and I hate talking about negative shit, but this is right in front of you. Don't ignore it and pretend like it's not there. Do you really want this? Is this what you want? I'm just mind fucked, man. I really am, because you have all these people that claim they're for this, but then they cannot accept responsibility for them being part of the issue. And this goes both ways. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what political preference you have. I don't care any of this. I'm saying look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself deep down in your heart and your soul if you're happy or proud or satisfied being a part of this. Like, be brutally honest with yourself too. Brutally honest. And I mean, that's just a little bit. I mean, we didn't even cover religion. We didn't even cover the crazy theories that is called science. And I'm not against science. Science is valuable, but the theories that's presented that there's zero evidence to back up and people just blindly go along with it. There's a lot of appeals to authority here, which is insane to me. It's like, you can't defend your position really without bringing someone else up and using that as an appeal to authority. Well, Jesus said this. Well, Donald Trump said this. Well, Albert Einstein said this. Well, Sadhguru said this. Eckhart Tolle said this. Neil deGrasse Tyson said this. Elon Musk said this. Well, okay, fucking great. Keep listening to people like that and using that as an appeal to authority, and you'll stay fucking stuck. If you think anyone here has the answers or knows more than you, you're lost. I want you to fully realize everything you think, believe, and about yourself in this place was told to you. You didn't come up with this. But you believed it. And you still believe it to a degree. The claim I'm making is we created this and we can change this. My only issue here is I've tried to wake you up. Tried and tried and tried to wake you up. And if you wake up, we can change this in the blink of an eye. Like a thief in the night. So I've reached my limit. Like, I'm to the point, this is unfortunate truth of the situation, I'm to the point where I just don't care. That's not true. I care too much. And I don't want to anymore. Like, I don't want to fucking care anymore. Like, how do I... It's just like I care too much and feel too much and love too much, and it fucking breaks my heart. God damn, it breaks my heart. I don't want to get too negative with this, and I don't want to sound like I'm preachy, and I don't want to sound like anything really. I'm just fucking trying to get through to you. I'm really, really, really trying to get through to you. I mean, we can either stand up and go against this. Well, there's three options. Stand up, go against this, just sit back and let it all pass and pretend like it doesn't affect you, even though it does. Or the third option, which is obviously the best way to go, is for you to wake up and fix it. So it is a game of form in the play of life. I'm you talking to you, and so is everyone else here. And if you follow your heart, I think your heart's going to take you to this right here. What are we doing? So, I love you guys. I love you. I really do love you dearly and deeply. And I hope you start loving yourself and stand up against this bullshit, not go along with things that insult you, your intelligence, your soul, and your heart. Please wake up.